The King's Trust has helped with my confidence in different ways. We had a taster for gardening and I found that I really enjoyed this. Planting and growing, it also offers community spirit, which is something I thrive with.
The King's Trust is needed in the UK today because the employment landscape is ever-changing and ever more difficult for young people to access. We know that since the pandemic there's been a mental health crisis for young people, and we also know that there's a real aspiration crisis for those young people as well. So we exist to try and make sure that we're offering as many opportunities for young people as possible. We're there to try and help them understand how to navigate that and give them the best skills and resources to do that.
The garden for the Chelsea Flower Show 2025 is all about seeds, and the inspiration for the garden for me was thinking about the amazing resilience that we find in nature. I guess the sense of optimism that they represent in nature for me was a really close parallel with the work that the Trust does and of course with the potential that the young people that they work with represent. You know, all young people have such great potential if they're given the right opportunities, and that's really what I wanted to bring forward in the garden. One of the challenges with the garden is being able to demonstrate and to really bring that idea of seeds in nature through and make it a visible experience for the visitors. The obvious way is to use plants that have seed pods or seed heads on them, so we're going to try to be doing that. But one of the other ways of doing it is using coloured glass. The reason being is that stained glass historically is used in religious buildings, education, illumination, that kind of idea. And we're working with an artist called James Cockerell who has been developing large format coloured glass panels which have highly detailed depictions of seed pods, seed heads, really recognisable imagery that hopefully will really bring that message home for people. I think the involvement of young people in the project has been so important from the word go, and seeing how they have developed through the process has been fantastic. Working with the students at Uxbridge College, going to see them and seeing what the actual on-the-ground programmes that the Trust delivers as well. And I'm actually really looking forward to the garden going to its final location at Uxbridge College, where it's going to be able to be used by students and staff for the future, really.
I know you get to know yourself because you get to do a lot of things where you're put in a different situation as well. We'd get to learn a lot of skills that I didn't know already. It gives you confidence, and if it wasn't for the King's Trust, I wouldn't have even gone about that and found a group of people who I can talk to. It just brought back a spark that's been away for so long, and I think is really important for everybody.
It's been really lovely to see, people who started off quite quiet, a little bit withdrawn, maybe a little bit unsure about where they might fit into this whole project. And each time I meet them, seeing them more enthusiastic, more ready to communicate what they think about the project or what they think about my ideas for the project, It's been really inspirational to see that, and yeah, I've found it a real privilege to work with them. Many young people that the Trust work with come from challenging environments, often facing a lot of difficulty, and so the idea of representing that in a kind of landscape within the garden at Chelsea I thought was another way of kind of celebrating the work and the fact that these young people are often able to overcome all these challenges.
The King's Trust has been offering free courses for 50 years now to all young people, regardless of their background, to help them access support, grow their skills and enter employment and hopefully maintain employment for years to come.